Good evening. This is All Sports with LD, coming back at you with another YouTube post from my YouTube channel. Before I get into tonight's comment, please like, subscribe, share. Okay, so let's get to it. Los Angeles Lakers legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar criticizes some of LeBron James' actions. Now, I find this very interesting. And I think this has every bit to do with the fact that LeBron is closing in on breaking his record and becoming the new all-time leading points of the NBA. LeBron is just 1,325 points away from tying the record and ultimately surpassing Kareem. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with Kareem's statements had he been critical of LeBron day one when LeBron entered the league. Because LeBron has been LeBron day one since he's been in the league. He hasn't changed. He's been the same person, same on-the-court antics. So, to me, this is more about not giving this man his just due. See, records are meant to be broken. They are never meant to last forever. I think everybody kind of realizes that, whatever sport you are in, whatever career that you are in, records are made to be broken. And anytime someone beats a long-standing record, we should be there to praise that individual, because this is a testament that that individual put in the hard work, the long hours, the dedication, the discipline, the motivation to get to such a height in their careers or respective careers, regardless of what sport, career, or vocation they are in. This is a testament to this man's ability to maintain the focus. He's been a consistent player. He's always been a consistent player. And ever since he arrived in the league, year after year, he's gotten better and better and better. LeBron James' performance in the NBA over his career deserves the respect of current NBA players and past NBA players, because he has put in the work. There's no question in my mind LeBron is going to be a Hall of Famer one day. So, to me, this is a cheap shot. And I like Kareem. He's one of my favorite players. But this is a cheap shot. It really is. I mean, what he's saying doesn't even make sense. Kareem says here, some of the things he's done and said are really beneath him. As far as I can see, Abdul-Jabbar said before the Lakers 129-118 loss to the Denver Nuggets. Some of the great things that he's done, he's standing on both sides of the fence almost, It makes it hard for me to accept that when he's committed himself to a different take on everything, it's hard to figure out where he's standing. You've got to check him out every time. So first of all, what is he talking about? You're giving a very generalized statement. You're not being specific about what exactly are you talking about. What do you mean some of the things he's done and said are beneath him? Point it out. Either quote it verbatim or sum it up in your own words. But this is a very generalized statement. You don't really know what Kareem is talking about. And again, like I said, this points to a man, in my opinion, that he's upset LeBron is approaching surpassing his record. Because, see, when you make an allegation or an assertion about someone, You need to be specific about what it is that you are saying. Here it is. Some of the things. What are the things? I don't understand. Please clarify. What are the things he's done and said that are really beneath him, in your opinion? Point out what those are. Don't give us a general statement and then leave us to ponder, what are you talking about, Kareem? I mean, it makes absolutely no sense. And he further says, for me, winning is enough. Abdul-Jabbar said in a video posted through Substack, a subscription commentary website, in early December. Why do you need to do a stupid childish dance and disrespect the other team on the court? It doesn't make sense. Goats don't dance. That's your opinion, Kareem. You have a right to your opinion. However, just because you wouldn't have done such a thing during your career, and I respect the way you've handled your career on and off the court, but that's his expression. It's neither good, bad, or indifferent. That's the way he chooses to express himself, to celebrate on the court. Everyone does it. So you're singling LeBron out. Why? Because there are many players in the league today that do something similar to what LeBron does on the court, but you don't take them to task. You single LeBron out. Again, like I said, it is my opinion. I think Kareem is a bit upset that LeBron is closing in on breaking his record. I mean, understand that there are a lot of things that other NBA players besides LeBron that can be considered childish. But listen, it's entertainment. The fans love it. And that was one of the knocks against Kareem during his career. A lot of people didn't like. I remember this when I was watching the Showtime Lakers. I remember the comments that were made about Abdul-Jabbar not showing very much emotion. Didn't seem like he was very engaged. I remember a lot of people took exception to that. And that's fine. He has a right to be who he is. But again, there are a number of players in the NBA that have done something similar to LeBron. Yet, I don't hear their names. I don't see their names. Again, and this is a man who's upset LeBron's closing on him, surpassing him. And furthermore, if you have a problem with someone, you don't go through the media to chastise them and or criticize them. You have a private conversation with that individual and express at that point what you deem unacceptable. Now, if the person doesn't want to have a conversation with you, then that's what it is. See, we've gotten to this point where I don't have to call you up and have a private conversation. I get to blast you in the media, and this comes out of left field. LeBron hasn't done anything or said anything against Kareem. And all of a sudden, LeBron's like, where is this coming from? LeBron says, I don't have a response to Kareem at all, James says. And if you saw the post and you read the tag, you're literally honestly asking, help me out. Help me kind of figure it all out. We're all trying to figure this pandemic out. See, right there, it kind of tells you, what is Kareem talking about? LeBron's like, what are you talking about? See, if you're considered an elder in the NBA community, then it is incumbent upon you as an elder to take the younger man aside privately, not publicly, privately, and explain your stance and why you feel the way you feel against some of the things that he says and does. This is not the way elders are supposed to behave, blasting a younger man that doesn't have your experience in dealing with different things in life, social activism, etc. So you pull the younger man aside, have a private conversation with him, build the rapport, and express to him, give him recommendations, give him wisdom, counsel him, help him to do better, help him to analyze things differently. See, it's easy to criticize people, but it's another thing to be a mentor and help counsel the individual so that they do things better, so that they don't make the same mistakes. So going forward, I think it's incumbent upon Kareem to call LeBron privately and apologize to him for ripping him publicly and not coming to him privately first, because this is a no-no. As an elder, this is not what you do. This is not a good example. So going forward, I hope they have a private conversation and let them air out their differences privately. So with that being said, that's all I have. Have a good one.